Um, Hello. Welcome to the Starfall Collective Season 2, King of the Cloudy Sea, a Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure. I'm Matthew Talamini, your dungeon master. I'm a writer and web developer based in Providence, Rhode Island, and you can find my stuff at MatthewTalamini.com. That's Matthew, Talamini.com. With me are some of my college buddies. Sir Robert Burbridge, say hi so people know who you are and tell them where they can find your stuff.
Hi. You can find a picture of a goose at thefarce.net.
Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave. You can find me at twitch.tv/the Starfall Collective.
Oh, self-promotion. Thanks. Dwight Canal.
Hi, I'm Dwight. You can find me if you can catch me.
Joshua Suich. Say hi.
Hi, I am Josh. I'm Josh Suich, and you can find me at jsuich, JSUICH, pretty much anywhere, Facebook, Reddit, Facebook and Reddit. And I am also on Instagram there. And if you go to the Starfall Collective on Reddit, you can chit-chat with me about fan theories and such.
Ooh, fan theories of this.
Do we have fan theories yet?
I have fan theories. I'm a fan.
Oh, nice.
What are the 10 most popular
I'm a
current
theory.
trending fan theories?
If you want to see that, you're going to have to stay tuned to our YouTube video when we release our top 10 fan theories about the Starfall Collective.
Interesting.
Number 6
That's
will
going to be
shock you.
fascinating content.
Yeah.
And this content, talking about that future fascinating content, is really just creme de la
Fascinating.
creme.
Wait till you hear my recap later.
I'm about to say an establishing shot for this episode, so I'm glad you guys got
Everybody
that out of your
Settle
system.
in.
Time
Our
for the
system is
peanut
cleansed.
gallery to shut up.
And
Buckle
remember,
up.
folks, tonight's episode is brought to you by Reed's Zero Calorie.
not,
Ginger.
though.
Ooh.
We have zero sponsors.
Oh, man.
And-
I wouldn't
We
be
have
sponsored.
$1 for every
That's
calorie
good stuff.
that's in Reed.
And I got this ring from a Russian guy in Russia.
Nice.
He handed me
Nice.
it.
Nice.
That's a
He's
sweet
eagle.
ring, dude.
I consider that a sponsor of the episode as well.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sponsored by Fresca, so Fresca wants to send me a really cool NASCAR looking jacket. I'll wear it just everywhere.
All right.
Fresca, if
Starfall
you send
Collective.
Dwight a Fresca tracksuit, he will glue it to his body.
I don't know about that.
This week's episode brought to you by Sir Robert's Weird Russian Eagle Rig.
Wait. I have 6 of them, all different animals.
Well, those other rings are going to have to wait for their weeks, aren't they?
One for each of his fingers.
One for each of his limbs.
One for each of my kids and me.
We're very teetering on the edge of Captain Planet here.
That's right.
Yeah. Have you tried
This could very easily take a hard left
combining
turn.
their powers?
Any moment.
Okay,
I-
children.
left.
Okay. Order. Okay. The Kraken hunting vessel Fujin has sailed almost out of sight of land. Her home port, a town called Three Ways, appears as a sliver of green on the horizon to the east-southeast. Between here and there, and all around, lies the cloudy sea, a uniform blank white fog. Viewed from above at a distance, the Fujin is a brown speck lost in a silent expanse of mist. Aboard the ship, however, it is a very different story. The sailors are leaping and shouting, rollicking in a celebratory frenzy. Captain Gorio has just sworn incredible vengeance against the great Kraken Enma, the legendary silver squid, king of the cloudy sea. It is now the life or death mission of the ship, Gorio's obsession, and the crew has been caught up in his mad energy like a whirlwind. Somebody breaks out a concertina, which is like a little accordion, and the dancing begins. Round in a circle they all go, throwing now one sailor and now another into the center. You can hear the feet thumping on the wooden
Planks.
deck. Sarah, the second mate, dances a lively jig full of complex acrobatic moves. These are elves doing pirate jigs. The third mate, Kyoko, and her harpooner have a dance-off. He is Kalurk and Aarakocra. They trade moves back and forth until finally Kyoko cannot top what the acrobatic harpooner can put forth with his 6 limbs, arms, legs, and wings. Tell me, my players, do any of you dance?
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, wait.
Is
So
there
what
a
you're saying is that
check for dancing?
Malmer's out there. He gets in it.
Yeah. Malmer is really swinging for it and manages to produce a very worthy performance. And if you had to put a number on it, it'd be like a 20.
Wow. They're impressed with your moves. Where'd you pick those up? Some of them say.
I actually get out there with Kalurk. I get out there with Kalurk and I start doing some Aarakocra dance that no human really would be expected to know.
I don't know.
What does that look like?
But from my time with the Aarakocra, I picked up a little bit of Aarakocra party habits.
Okay.
These are the bird people, or
Yep.
Yeah.
Kalurk is an Aarakocra.
Interesting.
Watherin joins in, but more reservedly.
More reservedly.
I jump out there and I crump at Kalurk. I do a bird rival mating ritual crump kind of dance where I'm like competing with Kalurk for space, but by the end of it, you resolve your aggression.
Oh, nice.
So I try to make eye contact with Kalurk. Can I make a perception check to see if my crumping stirs up any deeper emotion or a sense of whether I can pick up on his attunement to any deeper animosity or conflict between us?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Kalurk, for those who might have forgotten.
Or repressed.
Okay. That's a 22. Kalurk is the harpooner who was standing between me and getting a harpooner spot on the Fujin. And so before I went on board that night, I found him in a tavern and I purchased a poison and I was going to poison him, but I flubbed my approach roll. And so I did everything I could to try to slip away, but I'm trying to see if Kalurk has any deeper feelings of conflict with me.
Well, I have to say, he rolled a 20.
Okay.
And both of you seem to have rolled very high on this. So you get the sense that he gets the sense that he's wondering why you're looking at him funny.
Okay. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Assuming that this is a performance check, Finitier jumps onto the dance floor, falls directly onto his face, and then kind of tries to turn it into a worm, but it doesn't really work. And he's very, very vigorous in his dancing.
And from there, it spirals into control.
Yeah. He didn't roll a 1, but he was real close.
Okay. I'm wondering about what Weatherin. We had a little bit of Weatherin's approach to all this, but I don't think we heard what his role might have been.
I didn't roll yet, but let me look here. We were saying performance, I guess. Let's see. 5. He's very, like I said, he's very reserved, and he's aware that he comes from the backwoods. But he spent a lot of time with sailors.
That's the most Weatherin roll you could have rolled for that check.
Mm-hmm. He's heard that you should move your arms.
That's right.
So there's like a little.
He's swinging them briskly.
Try not to hit anyone.
Also also dancing with his friend Kalurk, but he kind of just looks a little bit like a funky chicken.
Which is extremely offensive to
Oh man,
Alurk
that's
is
great.
like-
Have any of you ever even seen a chicken?
I'm guessing that Tashash is probably not taking part in this elven
Tashash-
ritual.
He,
Do the lizard people have dance?
maybe.
Feeding
Have
frenzies?
you ever? If they do,
gravy pit wrestling.
nobody sees it now.
Secret
Tashash, for like a little bit, he looks like he might be trying to engage in, or participate, but obviously he doesn't know how to. He doesn't look like he really knows what he's doing, and eventually he just kind of sinks back to the back of the crowd, and then goes over to the edge of the ship and looks
Okay.
over the side.
Cool.
And holds onto
Tashash,
the side very tight.
Weatherin, and Fennetir, I'd like you to roll perception for me. This is actually slightly in the past before what we just narrated, but I wanted to do that first.
12.
18.
You said me, right?
Yes.
Perception. Ooh, I get +2. 16.
Tashash and Fennetir, not Weatherin. You were close enough to have heard Malmer utter the name of Chernobog during Captain Gorio's drinking a toast to the death of Enma ceremony. What he said exactly was, "By the vengeance of Chernobog, your wrath and mine shall mix." You two, make me a religion check.
Hey, I'm religious.
Oh my.
Religious, not spiritual.
Natural 20.
Okay.
13.
So
Unknown.
I don't know where Tashash picked this up because he's new in town. But he did spend some time in the tavern.
Some lizard shaman talked about this at some point.
Yeah, and
They
he
know
has
right.
he has been
They know
he's
things.
in a new situation. He's
things.
been keeping his ears open and listening. He has heard the name Chernobog before. And in his mind, it is connected with something that is called the evil to the north. It's thought to be something that is that has a presence in the north of the Cloudy Sea that is fairly sinister, and that the Aarakocra do not feel comfortable around it. So elsewhere on the ship, you can see that the sailors have started to play kind of an interesting game. There's that lump of levy that Captain Gorio attached to the center mast as a reward for anybody who would be the first to sight the silver squid. And there's a sphere of weightlessness surrounding it, which is about 4 feet in diameter. The sailors are taking turns trying to jump into the sphere, come out the other side, and land. This is really tricky because while you're inside the sphere, you don't have any weight, but you still have all of your momentum and whatever spin or angular velocity you may have entered the sphere with. So if you're not used to it, it takes a lot of tricky calculation to figure out how to enter the sphere such that you'll be able to land on your feet on the other side. So a lot of the sailors are sort of, everyone's maybe a little bit tipsy, and the grog's been going around, and they're laughing at each other, sort of falling on the deck, and every once in a while somebody's able to land it some of the more experienced sailors, are able to do better at this. Do any of you have a go at it?
Nope.
Waither, and I'll give it a try.
Okay, it's going to be an acrobatics check.
Doesn't even if it weren't. Waither, give it a try. Should I roll?
Are you wearing your armor right now? Because if so, roll with disadvantage.
No.
Do you have metal armor?
Say it again.
Do you have metal armor, Weatherin?
He does have some with him, but he also has light armor that he keeps as his general wear.
Okay. If it's light armor, don't worry about it.
Okay.
Roll a regular acrobatics check.
17.
You land it.
Great.
I'll give it a try. I always like having fun. Ba-do-ba-do.
Hey, Waither did it for the glory of his order.
Natural 20, so 20
Not for
acrobatics. Why isn't this in alphabetical order? Oh, it is. 21.
Yeah, you nail it. You do even better than Weatherin. Like he sort of barely made it, but when you hop up there and take a jump through and sail on sort of weirdly gracefully, and then just sort of land on your toes like it's no big deal.
With his head on the side of his, with his hand on the side of his head, and he's like, ooh.
Upon ya. Pontastic. Pontificate.
All right. Anybody else? So eventually Goryo goes back into his cabin. The party starts to wind down. The three mates begin gathering up their various crews for work assignments. Some to rest, some to watch, some to do chores. Barkus, the first mate, pulls aside some of the younger or less experienced sailors, including Gravy. Gravy, you come with me. Sarah, I'm going to need this one. He hasn't been out here before, so we got to have a talk. And some of the first timers he brings along as well.
I'm coming.
He has an iron boot.
Can I follow?
Oh, absolutely. Anybody can follow who wants to.
I don't know anything about boats.
He says,
I'll follow just to keep an eye on Tashash.